Hello, Noonie.
Hear ye, all
Wait,
right.
it's not time yet. I said the judge is getting ready to enter his chambers, not the courtroom. Chambers in the courtroom. So I need you to get the court ready and stuff like that.
Got it.
Yeah, and stuff like that and stuff like that. All right, go ahead.
All rise. Good evening. Today is October 16th, 8:36 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are here in the matter of Everyone is Not Your Friend. The case of LaLa versus Friends with Attitudes, case number 002-794. The United States of Bando Court is now in session. The Honorable Majesty Judge Bando presiding, the highest judge of all of the land. If there are any parties or witnesses to this case, please come forward now or forever hold your peace. Please be seated. Lock the doors.
Thank you, bailiff. Okay, so let's see. What do we have here? My information here. So, good evening, everybody. Welcome to Bando Court, Judge Bando presiding. The first case we have here on the docket is Everybody Ain't Your Friend. Everybody Ain't Your Friend. This case involves litigants LaLa and FWA. Seems that we have a breach of friendship. So this case involves slanderous allegations, and felonious something. Felonious something. It was some kind of felonious something. So all the parties here, I do see we have Nosy, we have the prosecutor here, who is Drop Queen. Is there anyone here that is defending LaLa or speaking on LaLa's behalf? LaLa, or will you be representing yourself pro se?
Pro se.
Bailiff, do we have order in the court? Do we have any masks? Can we get LaLa a mask, please? She coming in here with all this coughing and stuff. I don't know if she could have COVID.
I wasn't coughing.
My apologies, Your Majesty. That was I.
Oh, that was you that was coughing. Excuse me. Forgive me, LaLa. Order. Can we get Noonie a mask in here? Lord.
I would prefer Lysol, Your Honor.
Lysol, yeah, Lysol. We need Lord. Oh, what? Same cold you had last week in this court. So let's go ahead and get this started. There's been a lot of evidence presented to the court on both behalves. We're going to start with the DA. So the DA can present the case against LaLa. DA Drop Queen is presenting the case against LaLa. We have Nosy, who also has information and testimony pertinent to this case.
That's my Assistant District Attorney, Nosy, Your Honor, and I'm going to let her go ahead, and she has a couple of questions that she would like to open up this case with, and I'm going to allow her to ask her questions because she may have other obligations that she needs, because there's a lot going on in these messy TikTok streets.
That granted. Nosy.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Thank you very much for addressing this court appropriately. Would you like to go ahead and get us started? This case involves FWA and LaLa. Can you go ahead and present the prosecution's case on behalf of the prosecutor, please?
Absolutely. So the case begins with the incident that everybody, I hope the court is familiar with FWA and her baby father, who subsequently was pew-pewed near his
that case
back.
is pending in another courtroom here. Yeah, that case is pending in another court.
Correct. The case is pending now. In the coming days that case was presented and subsequently FWA was bonded out, her and her friend, and I'm going to use that word very loosely, like melted butter, LaLa, who came together,
Like a
joined.
hot knife through butter or something like that?
Yeah, maybe margarine, some oil-based butter. It's very loose, a loosely held friendship came together in support of FWA and her advocacy for her charges, right? In the days
I
after.
got to interrupt you. It has been brought to the attention of the court that there is someone here that would like to represent LaLa. LaLa, would you like proper representation instead of a public defender?
Sure, go ahead.
Thank you, LaLa. If I can get LaLa's counsel to come up, to go ahead and come up in the jury box. Yes, can I get LaLa's counsel to come up in the jury box, please? Thank you. Go ahead, Nosy. Forgive me.
No, thank you very much, Your Majesty. So in the coming days, the subsequent days that the friendship was being bonded together with Gugon, the friendship seemed to be seeing some cracks. According to a live stream, which I'm sure that you're going to play or is going to be submitted into evidence, FWA little girl LaLa, and that is in regard to her stepping away from the platform, maybe starting her own platform and not formally or properly letting FWA know that, because apparently in these TikTok streets, you must let anyone know if you're getting ready to slide to the left or slide to the right. LaLa did not inform FWA of that, and here we are today.
Is that typical procedure?
Object.
I just needed to make.
Order. There'll be no more outbursts in this courtroom. If you hear His Majesty speaking, there will be no outbursting over His Majesty. Thank you very much. Is this typical behavior of which you notify a platformer or a streamer that you're getting ready to branch off and start doing your own thing? Is this normal? Is this normal procedure, Nosy?
It is not. Most individuals who begin their stardom, I'm going to use that term again very loosely, their stardom on somebody else's panel as a panel hopper, a panel rider, or somebody who likes to kiki on the panel. All those are very much trademark quotes. Do not use them again. They tend to see the fervor in the live stream. They see it's jamming, it's jumping, it's pumping, it's vibing. And so sometimes people take that and they want to kind of branch off on their own. And it's very normal. We've seen it happen hundreds of times over in Messy Talk, where individuals start off as panel writers or panel jackers, as some like to refer them as, panel jackers, and then they begin their own platforms, and that's normal, and it's not necessary, and it's never been necessary within the realm of Messy Talk to inform the leader that you're leaving.
How long was this relationship between LaLa and FWA? Private. You represent FWA. Are you familiar with that, or should I ask your client?
Your Majesty, I'm here to represent LaLa, not FWA.
I mean, no, I understand that. My question to you is still private. How long is the relationship between your client and FWA? What was the length of time of that relationship before it soured? That's my question to you.
I'll go ahead and ask our client to respond directly. Yes.
Should I ask your client?
Yes, please.
LaLa, your attorney has authorized you to speak. How long was your relationship with FWA?
I started in her panel probably a year and a half or 2 years ago. I would go to her lives, and in April of this year, she decided to mod me.
So you've been a mod for her since April of this year, but y'all been connected for the last year and a half, 2 years?
Yes, sir, that is correct.
Can we please make a note of that on the record, please? Okay, you may go ahead, Nosy.
Now, to return back to your question on panel jackers, individuals who tend to ride the panels until the wheels fall off. No, It is not very common for the panel jackers or panel riders to let their leaders know that they are taking their business to Miami. So no, it's not common at all, Your Majesty.
So what is the state's case against LaLa? Should I go to the DA or will the assistant DA be able to fill me in? I need to know what is the state presenting as its case against LaLa?
The case is friends. How many of us have them? Friends. But I did need to make a correction, Your Honor.
You mean ones we can't depend on?
Those we can't depend on, and it seems to be LaLa.
Before we go any further, let's be friends.
Let's be friends. And hopefully we end this case with us finding out bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. And Your Honor, I did need to make a
Object, Your
correction.
Honor. Object. Your Majesty, object.
I'm sorry, no outbursts in the court. Allow me to finish, please. I did need to correct two things for my co-counsel.
I need to hear the
Please
objection.
forgive me. I got train
Order. I need to hear the objection. Once an objection, I have to hear what the objection is. I can't overtalk the objection. If she has an objection, I have to stop the proceeding so that I can hear what the objection is. Can you please? What's your objection?
My objection is specifically to her comment regarding bitches ain't shit, but hoes and tricks.
Well, I'm
Correct, Your
sorry,
Honor,
Your
that
Honor. If I can restate that, I'll say I got 99 problems and a bitch ain't one.
objection again. That will be two money guns.
Order. You're a bailiff. You're a bailiff. Bailiffs don't get an objection.
Two money guns. Two money guns.
One more outburst from anyone. It's going to start with a money gun. This court is not going to continue to repeat itself. That's what we're not going to do. The next outburst is going to cost you a money gun. Okay. So go ahead, DA Drop Queen, continue to present your case that the state is presenting against LaLa. And then we will allow LaLa's attorney to speak on her behalf.
Okay. Yes, Your Honor. I just needed to correct two things for my co-counsel. She said it was FWA baby's father. No, ma'am. That's FWA's baby daddy. There's a difference. And they didn't stick this relationship together with anything but goop. That's why that motherfucker's sliding apart. I'll allow my co-counsel to finish and then I'll step in with my questions.
Order. Any more profanity out of the DA's office? Any more profanity in this courtroom from the DA's office, and there will be sanctions. Private, would you like to respond to the state's allegations against your client?
I would, Your Majesty.
Please.
Today it is my intent to prove that my client is innocent of the charges against her, that she was a true friend to friends with aggression, aka friends with arms, friends with attitude, friends with assault rifles. Okay, I intend to prove today, Your Honor. Your Honor, I intend to prove today that my client is actually the victim here, and that we would like to file a countersuit against friends with aggravated armed robbery.
With the disparaging names of people who are victims and coming to this court for justice. I object with the name calling, Your Honor. If there's no cursing, there should not be allowed name calling and disparaging remarks from a woman.
Overruled. Oh, that'll be overruled. Just like there's hoes and tricks. then overruled.
Well, Judge, I would like to add an objection on the civil suit. May I speak on that?
Nosy, go ahead, please.
On the countersuit, let me correct myself. This is a criminal courtroom. Countersuits would have to be litigated in another day with Your Majesty. This is not civil, so I want to add an objection to LaLa's attorneys asking for. I mean, come on. You know this is criminal, private. You know you can't ask for a countersuit here. This is not a civil case.
Co-counsel, this is Your Majesty's court. He handles everything. Criminal, civil, federal, state. He make the laws.
And the court has to
He's
entertain any
president.
the court has to entertain any argument of wrongdoing. If regardless of who the wrongdoing was on the behalf of. So if the attorney for LaLa is countersuing with the counter argument, the court has to entertain that argument in order for the jury to become able to come to a reasonable conclusion. So Nosy, that objection is overruled.
You're
Your Honor, Your Honor, today I would like to present the argument that Friends with Assault Rifles um, led a mission. She led a tour against my client to Friends with Assassination, her character. She wanted to paint my client out to be disloyal, untrustworthy, backstabbing, and as a result, flat out no good. Okay. And
objection.
today,
Objection.
And the nature of your objection, Nosy?
This FWA is not on trial here. And the fact that private LaLa's
Overruled.
attorney
They're FWA. They're both overruled. They're both on trial
not
here.
here.
She's represented, and she's represented by the DA's office and the assistant DA. That's what you're here for.
We are not representing FWA. We are here to put LaLa under a microscope.
object.
Exactly. If you're putting LaLa under a microscope, then the defense is on behalf of FWA. That's the only two options you have. You either for the defense or you're for the prosecution. And since you're for the prosecution and not the defense, then it's one or the other, Nosy. I mean, you're one of the smartest people in the land, in all of the land. You're one of the smartest people in all of the land. You don't understand how these procedures go, Nosy?
I'm aware how the procedures go, Your Majesty. I'm stating that, for example, our client, quote unquote, FWA isn't here. So it's going to make it a little bit more challenging in order for us to defend her. And you're basically crippling us for this trial, Your Majesty.
Well, get a wheelchair, counselor. Look, counselor, it's not my job to prepare your case for you. If you have an argument against LaLa or anybody else in this case, that's what the prosecution and assistant DA, the DA's office is for. You're part of the prosecution, which means that you're defending the other person that's not part of here. FWA had every opportunity to come and defend herself or hire a proper representation. So each person in this courtroom will be allowed to present their arguments and stuff like that.
Well, can I act like I'm FWA judge?
And once again, that'll be a money gun out of you.
Oh, God damn it.
That'll be a money gun out of you.
Your Honor, I was acting.
Order! Not gonna have these outbursts. So once again, Nosy, again, you're one of the smartest down in that DA's office. And I would imagine that you would know and have all of this stuff together. If you're stalling for time or the DA needs more time to prepare their case, then you could request that the court give you more time to prepare your case if y'all came into this courtroom unprepared.
Your Honor, I request
forward,
that
Your
charges
Honor.
be dismissed against my
Order!
client.
I'm ready to go forth, Your
private,
Honor.
that'll be a money gun, private.
I'm ready to go forth with our case, Your Honor.
Thank you, DA Drop Queen. Nosy, DA Nosy, are you prepared with the office?
Thank you very much, DA Drop Queen. Yes, Your Majesty, we are prepared.
Thank you very much. So we're going to start with the DA's office in preparing their case against LaLa. If LaLa will be permitted to speak on her own behalf if necessary. I understand that LaLa is represented by counsel, but if LaLa feels the need to speak for herself in any regard, in any matter in this case, anything said, she is more than welcome to do so. So will it be Nosy or will it be Drop Queen that will begin preparing the case?
I'll go first, Your Honor, and so just in case I have to step away.
Bailiff Nooney, can you ensure that the fines are paid to the court? We have for the haters that needs a money gun, and we have private that needs a money gun. There will be no outbursts in this court.
May I address the court, Your Honor?
Yes, before the DA gets started, you absolutely may.
Yes, sir. Well, For the Haters has already given you 2 bears. what? Just one moment, Your Honor, and I want to ask you, Your Honor, let me talk. Like for the three-letter person that I am, may I represent FWA? Okay, if I can, and I want to play
Understand?
something.
Yes, you may. Yes, you
You
may.
said, okay.
Yes,
Well,
you.
I want to
What?
say, I want to start with saying this to LaLa.
Wait. Order.
Oh, okay, Your Honor. I'm
We haven't
sorry,
even
Your Honor.
gotten to that part of the case yet, ma'am. We haven't even gotten to the evidence. Y'all are dragging this out. We're not going to be here all night now.
Oh my God.
Let's go. All right, go ahead, Drop Queen.
Hello, LaLa. How are you today, ma'am?
I'm doing well, Drop Queen. DA Drop Queen. I hope you're doing well too.
I'm having a wonderful day. Unfortunately, we're here and I have a few questions for you. You stated that you and FWA have been friends for about 2 years.
We've been associates for about 2 years, and we started getting closer over the last 9 months to a year. Yes,
Okay. Y'all talk on the back end, correct?
that is correct.
Okay. And you stated you were her mod, correct?
That is correct.
So I'm correct when I say that you call her a friend.
Yes, we
Correct.
call each other friends. Yes.
Okay. And when she started her incident with her other legal troubles, you were one of the people that was concerned and rooting for her to get the assistance that she needed to be able to defend herself, correct?
That is correct.
Can you tell us some of the words that you use to get other people to support her?
I said that we should rally around her to help support her and her family during this time. And the support did not necessarily mean financial; it meant any type of support. I did make that clear as
Wait
well.
a minute, you're going too far, ma'am.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm
Only
sorry.
stick to answer the questions that you're
I'm
asked.
sorry. I'm sorry. Don't hit me
Order.
with the book.
No badgering of the witness. No badgering of the witness.
Okay, Yana, I'm sorry. Okay, so you said that we should rally around her, but it didn't necessarily mean financial support.
That is correct.
So what more did you think should be done when you say rally around her besides financial support?
That would be like emotional support, spiritual support, whether you pray, checking on her, messaging her, just checking on her well-being, just being a friend, a listening ear, helping donate to like her daughter's wish list for her baby registry and things of that nature. Just kind of loving on her family in whatever form that looks like for any individual.
Okay, so you would say, since you told everybody else to give financial support and be loving towards FWA, that you would also be that type of person who would give emotional, spiritual, and loving support as you were requesting of others, correct?
That is correct.
Okay. Did you give financial support?
Not here recently, but I have previously, yes.
No. We're talking about after the incident that's causing her the financial burden that she's experiencing now. Did you contribute financially to that support?
With gifts, yes. Like cash apps, no.
Okay, so you only sent gifts. What was the largest gift you sent? And please, I'm not trying to be intrusive. I just want to get a clear and
Oh, no.
truthful understanding.
I'll be honest with you. I don't really remember. If you want to know the truth, I can't recall, Your Honor.
It wasn't a lion, a tiger, a bear, was it?
No, absolutely not.
A rose?
I sent more than a rose.
A heart puff?
The court has a question. Who started the wish list?
FWA started the wish list for her daughter.
Was this wish list created after said incident, of which she has another case in another court hearing?
I'm not exactly sure. I would have to go look at my messages. If it wasn't, I think it might have been before, but I'm not exactly sure. I'd have to go look at my timeline, but I want to say I think it was after the event of the other case in the other court.
So it was after that event. What were the
Yes, sir.
items on this wish list? What are the items on this wish list?
It was baby items because her daughter is expecting a baby soon. So it was like baby items, things
It
that
was
you would just
all
need for a
baby,
baby.
all baby items?
Yeah, all baby items. Yes, sir.
Okay, that's important to know. Can we please make sure that's on the do we have a court reporter in here? I know it's a lot of media in here. Do we have any court reporters here? I guess they're gonna be the court reporters today.
Sir, I am documenting.
Sir, you will address this court as your majesty.
Your Majesty, Highness, I am documenting the case.
Thank you, bailiff. Thank you, bailiff. All right, you may proceed, DA.
So, LaLa, how often did you speak to your friend before she was imprisoned?
Every day we would text every day, message each other every day. We would
Okay.
phone call. Our phone calls were sporadic. We don't have each other's phone number. It was through Instagram. But we would talk sporadically on the actual phone. But other than that, it was text messages back and forth.
Okay.
Your Majesty, may I object? Because, Your Majesty, the prosecutor said about being in prison. I have not been convicted of anything right now to say prison.
Were you
Jail.
arrested? Were you arrested?
That's in another court, Your Honor.
That's not that. Well, the question of the court is: were you arrested?
Yes, sir, but
Were you? Wait, just a second.
I was in prison.
Were you incarcerated for any length of time?
Yes, sir.
That will be overruled because there wasn't a period of incarceration, whether you call it jail or prison. It's locked up. It's locked the fuck up. Excuse me. It's locked up. So that will be overruled.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. So, LaLa, I'll go back to my question. My questioning, I'm sorry. You were concerned when your friend was in prison, correct?
Absolutely.
And you were looking for her, right?
Absolutely.
So you would say at that time you were a good friend.
Absolutely.
Okay, so what changed you from being, well, before I say that, let me say this. So when you decided, or what made you decide to start having your own lives?
Well, on this page right here, I've built this platform since I've been on TikTok. I used to go live all the time, a lot on this page. I quit going live because life happens. And I just got burned out on it, right? So, I had been thinking about it for a while. I mean, when I say a while personally, I'm probably like 2 or 3 months, just because I wanted to talk about topics and current events and politics, religion, and all the other things, right? I just wanted to have my own space. And so I started thinking really serious about it. And about a month or two, I had mentioned it on the plaintiff's platform. I have mentioned it several times. And I finally spoke to an agent and I signed up with the agent, which I have not done my agency work, but it is all in the works. So it has been something that I've been thinking about for a while. And it's also something that did not just happen because of the current event that we are discussing in court today. It is something I have been thinking about for a while.
Okay, thank you.
You're
So
welcome.
as you plan to do your own live and starting your own lives, were you still going to be a part of FWA's panel?
Absolutely.
Okay. So my question then is, if you are a good friend, y'all speak on the back end, y'all have sporadic phone conversations, you give her emotional, spiritual, or loving, and give her financial support, why wouldn't you, like as she stated to you, because there was one moment that she stated, you always come bring me mess of who's talking to me. Did she not make that statement to you?
She made that statement all the time.
Okay, so you not only are loving spiritual, you have her back, correct?
Absolutely.
Okay, so if you have her back, why couldn't you, as a good friend, go confide in your friend and say, hey, I'm ready to branch out and start my own life?
Because I've learned a lot of times that when you make strategic business moves that are better for yourself, sometimes you have to move in silence. Sometimes you don't need to tell everybody your personal business or what you're planning on doing, because if you do that, sometimes you give people the opportunity to sabotage your plan.
Oh, so if you thought that FWA would sabotage your plan, you think that you're a good friend, but she's not really a good friend.
That is correct, Your Honor. I mean, DA.
Okay, that's very interesting. So if you don't think she's really a good friend, why would you continue being friendly or call yourself a friend to someone that you say is not a good friend?
This happened over the course of probably the last, I'm going to be loosely with it, 2 weeks. Because when I would be in her live and I would be there to like support or do whatever, it would come across as I felt like I was being little girled a lot. The shade was across of people were messaging her saying that why is so and so not gifting as big as they used to? Why is so and so not doing this? Why this? Why that? And it was, I need to hit these fees. I need to hit the live goal and all of this to pay my fees, to pay my lawyer fees, but you're still going out and getting your nails done and your hair done. And it made me question things a little differently.
Who is the so and so? You said so and so.
Well, she never put a name on the messages, but every time she said it, a couple of other people would come through with some big gifts, and I never would. And a lot of people were questioning why I wasn't supporting as much as I used to, which I consider pocket watching on this app.
Okay, so your friend who you admitted to being friends, close friends for at least 9 months, a woman you knew for 2 years, and also a mod since April, is going through a very serious issue in her life. In the past, you admit that you gave big gifts, but now as she go through this serious issue, you backed off on giving. Does that sound like a good friend to you, LaLa?
Your Majesty, may I have your attention, please?
Yes, go ahead for the haters.
Okay, we're playing in circles. They want to, jump and jump off and jump in on merry-go-round swings, slides, and everything. I remember LaLa said that she was going to bring evidence. We're just taking her word. And around these TikTok streets, she's been known to be a liar, Your Honor, and she's lying on me. Tell her to show proof of all of these big.
Object, Your Honor. Object.
I'm addressing the court, ma'am. She said she was going to bring proof. I'm waiting on the proof. We're just taking her word. She's calling me a liar, and I'm calling her a liar in the street. I need proof.
Well, proof. Interesting that you say proof. Because the court, can I get one of the bailiffs to resend me or forward me the FWA when she went live and confronted LaLa with this? I'm trying to find it. It was submitted to the court. I can't seem to put my hands on it. If I can get
I think Ballhead or I'll live for this shit had it, Your Honor.
I just have a few more questions, Your Honor, while y'all looking for that.
Oh my God, we just got everybody against me.
Just a minute. I want to address for the haters or FWA real quick. I'm trying to find it because the evidence has been submitted to the court of the lack of friendship that has been cited. Now, if LaLa has evidence that she wants to submit on her own behalf, or her attorney or her representative, private, I believe that you here representing LaLa, speaking on LaLa's behalf. But there has been information submitted to the court.
But Your Honor, I respect that. But it might be presented to the court, but it's not being presented right here. So we're just to take LaLa's word, Your Honor.
But
now, I just can't
object, Your Honor, because LaLa is only giving her experience from her perspective. I don't think she
well,
said
let me
anything.
give experience then. Let me give experience then. You ready for me to get the experience?
When I finish questioning this defendant plaintiff. When I finish questioning this defendant plaintiff, I have a few more questions.
And let's keep in mind that For the Haters is actually acting on behalf of FWA. So she's speaking in reference or on behalf or in acting of FWA. So this is not, we're improving here. So I need y'all to work with me in this courtroom. Bickering. Order! That'll be a money gun. All this bickering back and forth amongst counsel is not going to be tolerated. DA is Nosy, your assistant district attorney. Does she also have credible information and viable testimony to add that will substantiate the state's case that they're attempting to pursue against LaLa?
I do have questions. Your Majesty, I'm waiting for the DA to wrap up her.
I just have about 2 more questions, Your Honor.
And I will be up next.
Once she finishes her summation, and she gets to her summation of her presentation, we're going to go to Nosy, and then we're going to allow LaLa in private, as well as FWA actee, to defend themselves and present that way. We have a good idea of where we're going, and we got to get to the evidence that's been presented to this case too, because the court has on record FWA. We have you in your own words where you were cussing out and berating the other litigant in this case. And
Yes,
that's
sir.
so the order. One more outburst from you, and we're going to drop you out of this courtroom. Now, once again, if you have anything that you want to present to this court that might be counteractive to your very own words, FWA, you're more than welcome to direct the court and send that to the court, and we'll also present that as well. But what we have is your very own words, FWA, where you were cussing this lady out and you were calling her all kind of names and everything. You said she's a horrible friend. Did you not say those things?
Yes, sir, I did.
So now if you have anything that you want to present to this court and to give to your attorney to wherever, so that it can be considered by the jury before they deliberate, what is order?
That is one galaxy, sir. Your Majesty, one galaxy.
FWA, we're going to need you to pay your fine to the court.
Okay, but can I just go on, I'm used to just yelling and cursing at everybody. I'm
show
trying
some decorum in this courtroom. Order. You're going to show some order in this courtroom. Everybody else seems to know how to act, and you seem to think that you get to do anything that you want to do. You can't control yourself.
I think
This is why
somebody
you
needs
have
to
no
be
business
striked, Your
owning
Honor.
a weapon. This is why you have no business owning a weapon. Friends with assault rifles.
I think she needs to be striked, Your Honor. From the record, that is.
Your Majesty, I have
I cannot find a money gun, so can I just give you 2 bears?
As long as it totals up to 500. Not $4.99. As long as it's 500.
I
Okay.
object, Your Honor.
Like
This
they
is
tried to
prolonging our case.
Oh, gee.
Can I continue, Your Honor?
You may continue, DA.
I'm 50 and I'm forgetting the questions. Okay, so LaLa, you stated that you and she were very good friends, and in 2 weeks, you changed your mind about you and FWA's felonious friendship, correct? In 2 weeks.
That is correct.
You changed your mind about somebody you said that you're loving on, you're emotional connected to, you're spiritually connected to, and you're friends with in 2 weeks.
I didn't say I was spiritually connected to her. I just said I spiritually supported for her because I did pray for her.
So that's spiritually connected. I mean, see, this is why people don't need to go to church.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You
Don't hit
do
me.
not know the Bible, ma'am.
Ma'am, you're hitting me with the book.
Jesus.
Your Honor,
What
your
you doing?
Honor, your Honor. I just
Came
got
into this court and swore on a Bible that you do not know, ma'am. You don't know the Bible. if you're praying and have a spiritual interaction with someone that makes you spiritually connected,
There'll be
because you're praying for her in a spiritual realm.
order. The DA's office will be instructed. There will be, once again, this is the final warning from this court, that there will be no badgering of the witness. We're going to pass this down over. We're going to let the assistant DA take over the case. DA, you need to go outside and grab you some water or something, DA, because you seem to be losing control. One more outburst
Your
from you,
Majesty.
one more violation from you, DA drop queen, and that will be a money gun.
Your Majesty.
Not pouring the water on her head.
Your Majesty.
Yes, private. Just a minute. Yes, can I help? Yes, ma'am.
I would just like to request if we could maybe take a music break.
I had to cool off,
The
Your
the
Honor.
district attorney is tearing my client ass out the frame.
We would not be using tearing ass out the frame references in this court. Order.
Imagine.
Order.
Why is so much
What
leniency
money
given to the rest of them, Your Honor? Why is so
What
much
money
leniency
gun?
given to them?
Order.
You got the
Order.
prosecutor throwing water. We got people telling you what to do.
There will be
then
no.
they can tell
I
you
am
to
the
get-
judge is
Oh my
speaking.
God,
She had
Jesus,
time.
I'm
I
upset.
needed to cool off.
FWA, I see why you stay in as much trouble as you stay in, FWA. Once again, this court will not be, there will be no tearing of asshole references in this courtroom. You understand? Order. No more. No, I will not tolerate it. Any more tearing of asshole references in this courtroom will have you exited out this courtroom back into your FYP. No Diddy. Now we're going to go to DA. I'm sorry, private. You want to go ahead and finish? Excuse me, DA drop queen. This is your last warning. This is your last warning. Now, private, please go ahead.
Your Honor, I think that if the court has the clips will show that in the days prior to Friends with Aggravated Assault release, that my client went from inbox to inbox trying to find her friend. She was inquiring directly into the whereabouts of her friend. I would also like to say that as soon as she learned of what happened to Friends with an Arsenal, she
Objection, Your Honor. Objection.
immediately sprang into action and began rallying all of the
Objection,
ADHDs.
Your Honor.
And state your objection, please.
This sounds like a defense from private, and I have not even been allowed questioning.
That's yeah. I came to her because she had an objection or a question. So now we're going over to DA Nosy Bystander. And Nosy Bystander, you have the floor unless the court has a question. Everyone else will remain silent while the DA office continues to present their case. And then private, it'll be your opportunity once evidence is submitted to go ahead with your defense. Go ahead, Nosy.
Thank you very much, Your Majesty, and thank you very much to DA Drop Queen. You led a beautiful line of questioning, which is a perfect setup for my questions. Hello, LaLa.
Hello, Nosy. I'm sorry, ADA.
It's nice to meet you as well.
Why do I feel uncomfortable?
I know, right?
So I just had just a number of questions I wanted to ask, and I kind of wanted to go back a little bit. So you stated that you had met FWA about a year and a half ago, roughly, right? To your recollection?
That is correct.
Okay. And walk the courts through when FWA was hit with her other charges in another courtroom. When did you find out?
I found out about 2 hours prior to her going live and telling TikTok what had happened. She actually called me on the phone via Instagram. She called me and I had sent her private personal messages. I had sent another mod personal messages checking on her, asking where she had been. Nobody had heard from her. She called me on IG and we spoke briefly. She let me know what happened. She gave me her story. And she said she would be going live in a little while, and that's what happened.
And at the time she told you she was going to go live, what were your thoughts? What did you tell her? Did you say, hey, okay, that's great? Or did you say, hey, maybe that's not a good idea? Walk us through that.
I actually told her in a message to be very careful about how she said it, because I did not want anything to interfere with her case or her case. I did not want anything to interfere with it. I didn't want her to let too many details out, because we all know at that time it was an open investigation.
Correct. And so the time that she called you 2 hours prior to clicking the live button, did she walk you through the full story, or did she just tell you, hey, I was in jail for so-and-so?
She gave me a overview of details. It wasn't like explicit, like it wasn't like step by step, word for word. It was, she told me that somebody got Arsenal. I have to be careful with my TikTok verbiage, and that she went over there to protect her daughter and ended up in jail.
So she never called you while she was in jail?
No, sir.
And so she gives you basically the overlay of what occurred, but nothing too pointed and too detailed. And at the time you heard the story, how did you feel?
I feel like that she was doing the right thing by her child and protecting her child. I felt like she did the right thing as a mother. That was the day she got out of jail and went live. Now I'll save that for later. Go ahead,
Okay.
Susie.
Thank you. So when you stated to DA Drop Queen that you and Friends with Attitude had a continuous conversation vis-a-vis the back end, as they like to call it here in these TikTok streets, you spoke on the back end via Instagram. At any point in the year and a half that you became close to Friends with Attitude, did she ever discuss any details in regard to her disgruntledness with her baby father or anything of that nature?
Great question.
No, ma'am. She did not.
Did she ever give you any details about her children, about her daughter, and where her daughter lays her head? As we all know now, her daughter has been house hopping until her house was ready. Did she ever tell you anything in that regard?
No, ma'am. We really did not start messaging on IG until I became her mod
And when was that?
in April of this year.
Got you. So you didn't really have a full understanding of Friends with Attitude on the level of friends, right? You weren't close enough to know about her personal inner workings of her life. Is that correct?
That is correct.
So at the time, you getting her phone number and talking to her frequently on Instagram, did you feel as though you had become friends?
I want to correct you on something. Her and I do not have each other's phone numbers. We just contact each other through IG because, it's like FaceTime and stuff like that. We contact each other through IG prior to. So I want to correct you on that. But would you rephrase your question, because I forgot it? Sorry.
It's okay. After you started exchanging messages via IG, did you feel as though you had become closer friends?
Absolutely. Yes, we did.
Okay.
Yes, I did. I'm sorry. Yes, I did.
And I just want to correct somebody in the comments. They stated that you said you spoke on the phone. For correction, LaLa stated they spoke on the phone via IG. So IG voice messaging feature, correct?
Right, correct. It's similar to FaceTime or Facebook Messenger or Zoom or whatever. Yes.
Correct. Okay, so my next question for you is going to be, at the time, right, you had no knowledge, no inner working knowledge of her case until she called you 2 hours before going live stream. You also stated that you believed her and you believed that she took the right steps to do X, Y, and Z. Let's fast forward to about a day and a half ago where you had appeared on Kev's, Your Majesty's live stream, and you stated that you believe that Friends with Attitude's case in another courtroom was a heinous crime. Is that correct?
Thank y'all.
Correct. That is correct, DA.
Okay, so from the time that you spoke with Friends with Attitude after she rolled out of prison, according to her, to the time now, what happened in which you believe that she was being an innocent mama bear to a hardened criminal? What happened?
At the time that I wanted to rally around her and support her, at that time I did not know the full details of the case. The Facebook video of her daughter that we all have seen across public across public platforms had not come out yet. Details of the case had not come out. The news articles have not come out. None of that had came out, right? And as I was scrolling lives on TikTok and listening and observing and looking at it from an unbiased perspective, I realized that the math was not mathing and her story was not aligning with certain things. And therefore I decided I can still be her friend, but I don't have to agree with her and what she's going on. But I can still pray for her family because it is a difficult time. I can still do certain things, but I don't have to agree with her actions. And that's where I was at that point.
Got you. So you stated that news articles and various live streams had appeared where you learned more details of her case. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Which specific live stream did you watch that helped open your eyes to FWA's case?
Nosy, I will be honest, it was like a hot topic of breaking news on Fox or CNN that you would see in the airport. So there was multiple lives that I had scrolled in and watched and listened to different perspectives.
Okay, and whose perspective specifically, right? You may not remember the live stream, but who was the most convincing person to let you know that, hey, FWA might have done this vengefully? Whom was that?
I will be honest, that would have been myself because I started to put things together myself. I started to question her actions. I started to question things that were put out, and I started to put things together like a puzzle, and then I realized I was missing some puzzle pieces.
Got you. And did you ever address those concerns with FWA?
No, because I didn't want to. I didn't even ask about the court case information because it's none of my business. Even though that's my friend, that's not my business.
So at no point in time did you ever ask her, just in y'all private time, because y'all talk, y'all friends, right? So at no point in time, from offline, did y'all just have a conversation and girl, what happened? Blah blah blah.
Well, because Your Honor,
thank y'all for all of the gifts.
Your Honor, we had that conversation after prior to her going live and telling TikTok about it. We had that conversation. She gave me an overview of what had happened, and I just left it alone because I didn't want to pry. I'm not one of those people. I'm not a friend that's going to pry into your business. If you want to tell me, you're going to tell me because everybody is different with the way they handle their business and their family matters, right? And I will consider this a family matter.
Did you ever? Are you in? And this is not like where you think that somebody's going to do something to you, right? So you can be intimidated somebody without the threat of physical violence, right?